Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As we end the first week of 2016, I figured now would be the good time to let you guys know my favorite beauty products of 2015. A little late, but hey, better late than never, right? Also, at the end of the video, make sure to check the description box down below because I will have listed the winners of my New Year's giveaway. To the winners, please check your YouTube messages after this video, and for everybody else, don't be discouraged, this will not be my last giveaway of 2016. I want to thank all of you for entering that giveaway. I loved reading your resolutions, and I've added some of them to my resolutions. And yeah, stay tuned for my favorites. So I'll be showing you my favorites in the order that you would apply them on your face. And to start things off, I'm going to be showing you my favorite primer of 2015, and that is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I think Smashbox has some of the best primers out there. I do also own the iconic Photo Finish Primer as well. However, I feel like this primer water changed lives this year, last year. You know what I mean. There's only so much these companies can do to set their products apart from all the other companies that are releasing products that are similar. So while every other company was still releasing primers that would mattify your face, here comes Smashbox with this water primer. So I was like, let me check that out and see what it's all about. And I love this primer for so many reasons. Now on the box, it has a tip to store this in the fridge, and I was like, but hey, go with the flow, right? So I put it in the fridge. And then the next day, woke up, I went to go do my makeup, I took it out of the fridge, and I sprayed my face with it. And it was just like a breath of fresh air. Your face feels so woken up by this spray. But anywho, with this, you get a primer and a setting spray. And I've actually tried the Fix Plus, but I did not like it to set my makeup. So now I think I just use it to like spray my eyeshadow brushes before applying my eyeshadow. So yeah, with this you get the best of both worlds. Now before I apply my foundation, I like to color correct, and I don't have many dark spots or super hyperpigmentation, but I do have a little bit right underneath my eyes and around my mouth. So to correct that, I use the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Peach Lustre. And I think this is great for canceling out those problem areas, just because like it's a pen, so it makes it easier to get up in there, and obviously it's the right color to get all up in there. However, if I did have to warn you about something, it would be that this dries quickly, so I would say to work fast with this, because you know, like when you're color correcting or you're like applying this on your face, it's usually in like sporadic, like all over the place lines, and I highly doubt you want your makeup to dry that way. Now moving on to foundation, my holy grail foundation for the first 5 to 6 months of 2015 was the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Supercharged Super Dragging It on the Name Oil-Free Foundation. This was my go-to foundation for a better part of 2015. It was a perfect color match at first. I have it in the shade 84 Cocoa Medium. It's a medium coverage liquid foundation. I would say the color range is okay. They do have some darker shades for us darker women, so that's always a plus. It's super lightweight, like I would forget that I was wearing it, and I just raved about this for months, especially on my blog. However, if this is the first video of mine that you are watching, then there's something I need to let you know about this foundation, and if it is not the first video of mine, then I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say this, but I'm going to say it again for the purpose of this video. In late 2015, this foundation decided that it was going to part ways with me without telling me. It just stopped working for me. Like, it wouldn't blend anymore, the color was off, and maybe it's just me being paranoid, but I feel like I can actually feel it now if I put it on. And I did everything to make this work because this bad boy is not cheap, and I'll be damned if I only get 6 months wear out of a $50 foundation. So I even like switched up other makeup products that I knew worked for me to see if I could make this work, but it just wasn't worth it. Like, if your foundation is off, it doesn't matter like how well you line your lips or how sharp your eyeliner is, you're gonna look a hot mess. So I just had to leave it alone. And at first I thought like maybe it was just like the season changed because, you know, you can be one foundation color in one season and another foundation color in another. But it wasn't that. It still didn't work. I don't know. Maybe it's like I did change up my entire skincare routine. So I don't know if that's permanently changed my skin to where this doesn't work anymore. Or if it's just because I'm getting older, so my skin is changing in general. But I was actually sad about this one. I love this. So I do still stick by this foundation because I have used it on other people who are obviously this shade, and it looks great on them, so maybe I'm just one of those like weird exceptions. So next is concealer, and this is actually my holy grail concealer, and that is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I am in the shade Cafe. I feel like this is a YouTube holy grail concealer in general. The shade range is amazing. I feel like they have a shade for your natural, I actually want to conceal things look, and then they have a shade for your, I want to brighten up / highlight my face look. However, with this, I would say to be careful because since it is such a thick and creamy formula that if you get a little heavy-handed when applying it, then it can start to crease on your face. I did try out another concealer that everybody raves about, and that is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I was just not fond of this underneath my eyes. Even though the NARS is thicker than the Pro Longwear, I feel like the Pro Longwear creased more underneath my eyes, so now I just use it to sculpt my eyebrows. When it comes to setting powders, I just have to laugh because for the first half of 2015, I thought I was popping with the NARS translucent setting powder, and don't get me wrong, I do like it. I just feel like it was a bit much for me sometimes. Like it's not a powder I feel like I should wear every day to set my makeup. I feel like it's more big events, full face, I'm going to be seen by thousands type of setting powder, and I would love to show it to you right now, but I can't find it. So mid-year I was like, it's time to switch it up, and I came across the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and life's never been the same since. Like, this powder is just so finely crafted. Another powder I want to mention is the Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder Foundation, and I have it in the shade 218, and ooh, I might have just blinded you with the mirror, my bad. This is the powder I set to set my setting powder. Basically, when I bake my face, you know, you're supposed to leave the setting powder on for about 5 minutes and then brush it away, but before I brush it away, I like to swirl my brush in the Makeup Forever powder and then remove the excess Laura Mercier powder just to kind of tone down the brightness effect of baking and for a more natural everyday look. So I just started experimenting with eyeshadow in late 2015. I searched the internet for weeks on which palette should be my first palette to get because, at least for me, eyeshadow palettes are an investment because they range from like $40 to $50. So when I saw the price of this palette, I was interested, and then when I saw the shades in this palette, I was sold. And I've since bought like 4 palettes, and if I had to choose which one was my favorite, it would be this one, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. These are the shades that come inside, and I just think this is the perfect beginner's palette because you can get so many looks from this palette. You can get your natural everyday looks, your smoky eye looks, and then your bright colors, your fun, whatever looks. And it comes with this mirror. Hope, once again, I'm not blinding you. And it comes with a brush that, of course, I cannot find right now, but I do like that brush. It makes blending easier. These shades are super pigmented. The fallout is doable. However, I do wish that there were a little less shimmery shades and more matte shades. I'm a matte girl. So I actually have 2 products to talk about for my eyebrows, and that is because I use them together, and they are the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in dark brown and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz also in dark brown. I was using this in Ebony, but that was just too dark, so I switched to dark brown. Now, separately, I feel like these two are just okay. Together, though, I feel like they have your brows, as the young ones would say, on fleek. I'm too old to be saying fleek. The brow powder, I feel like by itself is a little too harsh because I don't like this light shade. I would just use the dark shade to fill in my brows, and I feel like this wasn't pigmented enough to have this just fill out my eyebrows on its own. So I like to outline my brows with the powder and then fill it in with the Brow Wiz. So once again, there are 2 products that I want to mention for mascara because I use them together, and they would be the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and the Dior Addict It-Lash mascara. Now, the Better Than Sex mascara I would use completely on its own, top and bottom lashes, but for now I use it on my top lashes. And the Dior Addict It-Lash mascara I only use on the bottom lashes, and I would not use on its own. I was using it on its own for a couple months after I bought it, but then I realized that it was just kind of bleh. So I started using these two together. One thing I really like about the Dior wand, if I could open this, is that I feel like it's kind of easier to get in there in your bottom lashes. I only have one eyeliner to talk about, and that is the Tarte Tarteist Clay Paint Liner. I like this eyeliner because I feel like it gives a good base for your eyeliner. I can go in after using this liner with any like liquid liner, which is why I didn't mention any, but I feel like for this one it gives you like a good foundation for your eyeliner, especially for a winged liner, because they do send a brush with this liner. My favorite bronzer for the year would have to be the Covergirl's Queen Collection Natural Hue Bronzer in the shade Ebony Bronze. I like it first of all because it's one of the few bronzers out there that us darker skinned females can actually get to show up on our skin tones. I also like it because it just gives a natural look to your bronzer, especially if you apply it over your contour. The only thing I don't like about it is that it has little shimmery specks in it. My favorite highlight of the year, and probably the reason why my nose highlight is blinding you in this video, is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. I just love this highlight. I feel like if I apply it right, you could see it in space, which is what I want. But it's also good if you don't want to be seen and by everybody, for a natural highlight on your cheekbones, even under your eyebrows and on your nose. My favorite lashes of the year, my all-time favorite lashes, and the lashes I'm wearing in this video today are the Ardell Demi 120 lashes. I just feel like these are the perfect everyday lashes. I'm not really big on the whole like, you know, fan lashes, the ones that like go all the way up and touch your eyebrows. Certain looks, yes, I can deal with that, but I can wear these every single day, even if I'm not wearing like a full face of makeup. And I like this pack that I believe I got from Ulta because it comes with a applicator that I feel is good for beginners because it's curved where you hold the eyelash, and it also comes with the Duo adhesive. Now, if you've already watched either of my lip swatching videos, then you probably already know what my favorite lip products were for 2015. If you have not, make sure to go watch those videos after this one. I will link them down below. However, my favorite lip products of 2015 would have to be the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks. I am in love with these liquid lipsticks. After I got past the whole, you know, drier than the Sahara Desert and, you know, harder to get rid of than Sally Mae, then it was love ever since. I love the shade range, I love the color payoff, and I love the fact that they're only $6. However, another product that's up there on my favorite lip products of 2015 list would have to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip glosses. This is the color Sepia and is also the shade that I have on my lips today with a lip pencil. I just feel like these lip glosses brought back the whole idea of glossy lips, because I feel like for a while everyone was just obsessed with having matte lips. So those are my favorite products of 2015. I hope I didn't leave any out. If I did, I'm sure you'll see them in some video in 2016. Let me know what your favorite products were in 2015 and what products you want to try in 2016. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!